Hey guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another story. Now, before we begin our What If, I'd like to, uh, do a little quick shout out. He's been frequently on my channel and on my Discord. Let's try to give him a shout out if I can find his his thing. Excuse all the randoms. Oh, I would also like to thank Kirita for shouting me out today. He makes good what ifs. He says, guys, check it out if you're not ready. Check out his channel. And where is he? He's around here somewhere. Yeah, just ignore all the people I'm subscribed to. There's a lot of them. Yeah. Go to, if you like his content, go check his channel out. And, if you enjoy his content, just go, press that little subscribe button. He makes pretty decent. He makes cool what if, so I like it. So, enough about that. This is, what if Deku had a twin sister? Don't know what part, but we'll check it out. I have a lot of them I need to do. So many. I won't able to do very much today because I'm tired. I know a lot of you want the what if Deku was transported to another world, so I'll try to do that tomorrow because I'm not really feeling it today. But after this one, I'm gonna try to do a Cyclops one, and maybe another part of what if Deku had Scarlet's powers? Then that'll be the last what if today. Then I'm planning to stream later on, so look out for that. Not me rambling. I need to find this. Where is it now? I'm wasting time. Now where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I know it's around here somewhere. I just had it a second ago. I need to look for the girl with the freaking green hair. Let me pause it real fast and I'll find it. Okay, I'm back. It's part 4. My apologies. For some reason, I couldn't find it. Because my eyes suck, apparently, now. So, we begin our episode where Izuku and Izzy are going to the entrance exam. As Izuku, was about to fall. As Kennedy, not Kennedy, as Araka, does her thing that she doesn't canon as she touches him as he floats. He's like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "It's bad luck to fall on your first day." And Izzy's like, "You said, watch where you're going, brother." And she's like, "Oh, my apologies. I am Araka, Ochako. I think her last name is." Like, "Oh, that's my brother. Apparently, you have floating in the air." But I'm Izzy Midoriya. I'm his twin sister, older sister. As they start talking. They're like, "All right, we're gonna be late." As they go and go through the written test, Izuku does the same test and a little bit better than canon. Izzy gets top rankings because she's smart as hell. So as they go through the physical, they do all right. Izuku does better because Izzy trained Izuku with 1 for all. I know the last episode I called all for one by accident, so it's 1 for all. So sometimes I get them mixed up a little bit. So let's continue. As Mike, the hero Mike, Professor Mike, I don't know what he's actually called. I always call him Professor Mike for some reason, but as the Mike hero, it explains, the robots, the 1 pointers, 2 pointers. Midori isn't mumbling because he's a bit nervous. Even though he's been trained for this, he's still, I'm trying to make this Midori as close as canon as possible, but as he's just like, "Why don't you shut up? You're interrupting the class." As Izzy looks at him, lifts him up, force choking his ass. As Midoriya's like, stop it, sister. As she walks over to Ida, puts him closer to her, as he's still floating in the air. He's like, you ever talk to my brother like that again, or me again, I'll put you down. As she, you know, telekinesis force him across the room, hitting the wall. And Professor's like, that girl has a temper. As, enough, you two. As she sits back down. And Midoriya's like, you didn't have to do that, sister. Yes, I did. He annoys me. As Bakugo start laughing because, he thought that was funny. So, as that goes on, as he explains the pointers, as, he's just still butthurt over being manhandled like that. He just stucks up again, stuck up his 2 cents. Talking about, you didn't explain the 0 pointers. It looks bad on the school reputation and all that Ida stuff. I've done it so many times. It's so like competitive in my brain, so I'm going to skip that. As Professor Mike's like, I suggest you shut up and sit down, kid. I was going to explain it before you rudely interrupt me. If you interrupt me again, I'll kick you out. As Ida shuts up because, he got clouded out on his bullshit. God, I hate that character. I hate Ida as much as I hate Mineta. So as that happens, and Mineta's not gonna be in this because I think Izzy would take that spot because don't know if they could add another character into the class or not without having someone expelled. I don't know the rules on the UA classroom. So Mineta's out. I don't like him, so screw it. As they're going to they get done. As he explains to their pointer, it's more of an oxbow. You won't get no points, but best to avoid that one. As Nezu is looking over the scores of the test on the written portion, All Might there just deserve his successor. As Nezu sees the paper of Izzy, he's like, huh, she actually got perfect score. She even corrected one of my purposely mistakes in the test. Quite intelligent. I wonder what her he has the records of her school. Apparently, she has top marks. A very good candidate. As Nezu's like, are those two related? All Might, as they see they both have green hair. And it's like, yes, Principal Nezu. See that young man over there? That's my successor, and that's his older twin sister, Izzy Midoriya. She has a bit of a temper, though. Intelligent, powerful, but has a bad temper when it comes to her brother. As Nezu's like, what do you mean temper? He's like, oh, yeah, when anyone messes with her brother, she doesn't hold back. As Nezu laughs, it's like sibling bonding. That's a lovely. I look forward to their performance in the test. As Izzy goes to her area because she's from the same school, so she goes in a different area. I don't know who to ship Izzy with, or Deku. I'm thinking Deku and Araka, but leave a comment down below if you want someone else with Deku, and one for Izzy. So let's get as Deku was, they are about to walk away. As Ida tried to stop Deku, he's like, "You're trying to? So you want to talk to that girl? Are you trying to sabotage her? Sabotage her? That's against the rules. We don't allow that stuff in UA." And Izzy lifts him up. He said, "You really want to go again, brother? Go over." It seems like the girl's nervous. Yes, sister. As Araka's a bit nervous, and Izuku cheers, motivates her. It's like, thank you, Izuku. And, she's blushing a little bit, twiddling her fingers. She sets Iza down. Izzy. He says, you bug my brother anymore. I'll put you in the hospital. I already don't like you. He's like, how dare you, to use your quirk on me? I come from a respected hero family. And I'm like, if you came from a respected hero family, then you should be a lot more acting like, stop acting like a dick. As she walks off, twists her hair backwards, like that. That's, we're gonna go to Izuku's, test. I'm gonna do Izuku's first, I'm gonna do Izzy second. So, as Izuku, goes, I don't know what percentage I gave Izuku. I don't remember what I did. Let's just say he has 15 and 17 strain. So, as Izuku goes full Calling because he knows it early, as his body emits green lightning as he rushes off, destroying one after another using smashes. He's not doing the teletort smash type of stuff yet. He's just using his fists. This might as well be a smash because that's how much impact is coming as he's destroying robot after a robot. As Ida sees that, he's like, what is his quirk? Is this like super speed and a strength? I've never seen anything like it. As he's shivering, if he's at that power, I wonder how powerful that girl is, the one with the long green hair. They seem to be related. As that happens. As we go to sorry, Izuku's like huffing and puffing because he got enough points to pass. It's like, but I got enough points to pass. Hope I do. My sister won't never let me down. My sister would, beat me. And it's like, as the zero pointer shows up, crashing a building as he hears Araka says help. As everyone's running away from the zero pointer, as Izuku sees it as he rushes towards Araka, lifts up the rubble, grabs her, then runs away, sets her down somewhere safe, rushes back to the zero pointer. He's like, as he uses the maximum 17% of one for all, as he goes as he does, the Detroit smash, I guess. As the robot, it's instantly destroyed, half of it, as half of the area behind him. Behind the zero pointer, as All Might's smiling. He's like, that's that's my successor. As All Might's having a creepy smile, and as he's like, quite impressive. See, you picked a good successor. He didn't break his bones or anything like that, so it's like, he actually is able to use your quirk without breaking his bones. Quite impressive. And he's like, yeah, look, his sister is the one to thank for that one. Apparently, his sister's been training Izuku long before he became my successor. So what is his quirk? Before he became your successor, and he's like, he was quirkless before I passed my quirk on to him. He's like, interesting. Most siblings would not bother with someone's quirkless. Yeah, she's a bit overprotective over her brother, apparently. What I've seen of them interaction with each other. As we're gonna cut to Izzy Midoriya. Now I got some fun with this one. As she's doing the same test at the same time as Izuku, but I just can't do both of them at the same time because I only have one voice and I'm only one person. So sorry guys. So as she's walking, she's a different area from anyone else. Let's just say she's in the same area as Jiro. as Jiro's, using her phone jacks to, destroy robots, as she sees a girl with green long hair with a mean look on her face. She's like, you need to. Jiro's like, you be careful. The 0 points are behind you. Like there's a 2 pointer behind you. As before the 2 pointer could even connect the attack, the 2 pointer floats up in air, crushed into a ball as it hits several other of the 3 pointers, hitting them all in a row. As she's destroying like 6 of them at a time. As each 0 pointer she walks past, she floats them in the air, crushes them, and compacts them into a ball and uses them as cannon fodder for the rest of the pointers. And she was like, Jesus Christ, that girl's amazing. She has like, I've never seen, it looks like she has a telekinesis quirk. Never seen one so powerful. As the 0 pointer was going to, attack Jura, as, there's the force field that Izzy could conjure. She could conjure it to protect other people as well. As she sees this barrier around her as the 3 pointers trying to break through it, as it's not doing anything, and as she's like, that's quite impressive. Oh my, what's the girl's mother's quirk? As like, I believe Izzy said she was the 4th-generation telekinesis quirk. That's remarkable. Usually quirks don't get that powerful after 4th-generation. Yeah, the girl's special. I wonder what she's going to do with the 0 pointer. I'm interested to see that. As Nezu's quite curious. As Jiro's like, thank you. As she's like, no problem. I suggest, keep your eye on the prize. Sorry, I was lighting something. As she just continually ripping robots from limb to limb. As a couple of 3 pointers, a group of them try to rush her. As she extends her hands, as she has her fingers in like a flat motion, as she balls them in the fist, as all of them get crushed into a fine, flat surface plate as it drops. As all the heroes see that, like, Jesus Christ, that girl's powerful. Good thing, she's coming. Good thing she's applying to UA instead of a villain. We would all be dead. As, as she, floats up to top of the building using her telekinesis. As she's just using psychic energy as she's blowing a robot from afar. She's able to use physical attacks during, like, how would I say this? Using psychic physical attacks. It's it's a psychic attack that does physical damage to the robots, because I thought that would be kind of cool. As all you see, robots getting attacked by, they don't see the energy, because, only Izzy can see it. Because, that's her core. Because they see parts of the robot getting crushed in, and as he's taking a note of that, note to that. It's like, I've never seen that before. That's a new one. As he's writing it down. As he's getting more interested in Izzy because of, her abilities and how smart she is. As the 0 pointer comes, as Nezu's like, all right, time for the final test. As he's laughing, how mightily, like evilly. The 0 pointer time. As Nezu laughed when they did the the hero versus the student versus teachers moment where he like does that whole laugh thing, if I remember right. If he doesn't, I'm just gonna have him do that. So as the 0 pointer comes in, Jiro wasn't paying attention. As the 0 pointer was about to crush young Jiro over there, as she barely stops the blow with her telekinesis, as it's putting a lot of strain out on her, as she's like bleeding from the nose, as she pushes Jiro out of the way, as the robot finally gets an attack, as Izzy gets flown back, as she stops herself before she hits the wall, as she's like, you pit like, as she gets angry, as she flies over there, telekinesis, as she's just pounding the thing with psychic energy, as she's just tearing it to pieces, bit by bit, as she uses the last of her energy to crush the Zero Pointer's head into a marble. No, how about that? She turns to as she's still pounding it, she flies back down, spits the blood out of her mouth because the impact, and she's like, enough of this. As she extends her hands, use the last of her stamina for her quirk. Because I'm gonna put, her psychic attacks require stamina to use, so that's how we're gonna do that. So as I think it's like stamina, I think it would be a stamina based quirk, the telekinesis, but I'm not totally sure on that. Because it's not like telekinesis from X-Men. It's different on UA for some reason. Whatever. If I'm wrong, leave a comment down below and I'll fix it in the next part. But as she lifts the Zero Pointer up with the rest of her energy, as she crushes it, turns into several small marbles as she ripping the Zero Pointer in different pieces. As all the teachers' jaw drop, like, Jesus Christ. It's like they're scared. Like when she gets angry, her psychic power gets more. It's more powerful when she gets pissed off. As she's yelling at the Zero Pointer, like, die! As all you see is several marbles as they slowly float around her. Let's say there's like about, because the Zero Pointer is really huge, so let's just say there's about like, I don't know how many pieces of marble she would make out of it. Let's just say she made about like maybe 800 pieces of marbles as they're all floating around her as she waves her hand as they all go flying, hitting other robots that are nearby. As like the test ends, as she kind of overdid it, like overdid it. She's definitely going to get first place in that, but as that happens, as Gerald's like, "Oh, thank you. I'm Gerald, by the way," and she's like, "I'm I'm Izzy. Nice to meet you. At least you're not two-faced like the rest of these girls. You seem like you actually are nice." As Gerald and them start talking. Gerald actually made Izzy laugh a little bit. She's like, oh, "That's funny." As they Izuku runs over to his sister. "Oh, sister, I saw what you did. That was amazing." As he saw it at the end of it. It's like I destroyed the Zero Pointer as well. As he's like, "I just didn't do as well as you did, sister." As and Jiro's like, "Is that your brother?" And it's like, "Yeah, that's my brother Izuku, my little brother, of course. You're only like a few minutes older than me. Still older though. It was nice to meet you, Jiro. Come on, we need to get home. Mother's probably worried." As they run off and Jiro and them goes their separate ways. So there's a Raka. So we're gonna stop it there. We'll do the letter, then the first day UA, in the next part. So I hope you guys have a good night and day. Judging my time zones, I'm not sure if I said his name right when I was doing my beginning of the video. My bad, dude. I don't know how you pronounce it. So, catch you guys later.